Hi, welcome to Fall 2022 Columbia College History of the Cultural World of the Bible. I'm your professor, Anna Choi, and I'm just going to give you an introduction to your class and how to navigate Canvas. Okay, so if you go to your dashboard, you're going to see the history and culture of the Hebrew Bible right here. When you go in, the home page is actually the syllabus. So what I would do if I were you is read that as thoroughly as possible, so that you don't have any questions for me, because everything is pretty much contained within the syllabus. Okay, so it's Religion 128, Fall 2022. It starts on October 17th and it goes until December 4th. So it's a pretty accelerated class, meaning there's a lot of information per week. My name is Anna Choi. This is my email address, though, and I would like for you to pay attention to this very carefully. I would prefer if you only communicate with me through the Canvas inbox. Now I'm going to say that again. Please only communicate with me through the Canvas inbox. Do not email me through the school email. Please only correspond with me through the Canvas inbox. Now you may forget and you may email me, and I'm going to tell you again, only email me through the Canvas inbox. Now the reason for this is because my regular school email is just cluttered with all sorts of administrative emails, and sometimes I don't see your email and then I don't respond to you. So only email me through the Canvas inbox. Okay. So, this is basically a survey of the Old and New Testament, or the Hebrew Bible in the New Testament. So you're going to understand basically the nuggets, the fundamental things about the whole Bible. You're not going to read the whole Bible, but I'm going to touch on certain parts, and I'm going to try to tell you all the important parts in terms of the history and the background and the writers and the characters, etc. Your required reading is the Introduction to the Bible, A Journey into Three Worlds by Christian Hauer and William Young. It should be on this Follett Discover link, or it might actually be in the red shelf. So I have these two right here for you to click on, or you can go to the bookstore or order it online. You're also going to have an online Bible at BibleGateway.com, which will be under this module. And then everything for the class is going to be found under this modules tab. And you can see the deadlines and everything as they're coming up, so there's really no excuse for handing in late assignments or missing, weeks of class, because everything is under that modules tab. One other thing I want you to remember, in addition to only email me through Canvas, is that all the grades on Canvas is just a storage area of the grade. The real evaluation of your grade is outlined in this syllabus, so make sure you read the syllabus carefully. I will also go over it in this intro video. I'm going to assume you've done all the textbook readings and assignments that are under each module or each week. This is an accelerated class, so it's twice as much work per week than normal. There are accompanying professor videos for the biblical materials only. I will be giving you a study guide for each of the tests. The tests will be terms and essays, or short answers, so those terms should help you answer those questions. If you would like to speak with me in person, in terms of online, just email me through Canvas and suggest 2 or 3 times that I can set up a Zoom meeting with you. And then that's actually particularly helpful if I haven't seen you for a while, or you've missed a bunch of assignments, or you need to talk to me privately, whatever. Just suggest a couple of times and then I will pick one of those times. Okay. So this class is formatted as an Introduction to the Bible class. Grade performance. So remember, Canvas is just a storage area. Grade performance will be graded on 4 things. Discussions, which are 20% of your grade. 4 tests, which are 15% of your grade each. And then assignments. So remember, this is how I evaluate your grade. Your grade on Canvas, it's not an indication of your current grade. You can ask me, how am I doing? And I'll let you know. But Canvas, that number, that magical number that appears there is not, because I like to weigh things differently at the end. Okay, so the syllabus will outline everything that you need to do, and all the readings, the classwork you need to do for that week. And you'll notice that there is a lot. And then the first test actually appears, only within a couple of weeks of the first class. So just make sure, and this is the outline for it. Okay, let's go to modules because I want to just show you how it is. So the first thing you need to do is introduce yourself here, and then here's week 1, and I have everything that you need for week 1 with all of the deadlines underneath. And these are the PowerPoints that I wrote up per chapter in Hauer. So not only do you have professor videos that explain all the information, but I also have PowerPoints that outline each chapter. So it's kind of difficult to say you don't know the information or I don't understand it, because I'm going to pretty much explain everything in those professor videos. I'm not understanding why it's downloading so slowly, but they are there. Those are the chapter PowerPoints. In fact, I may just, you know what? Let's go back because I don't know why it's taking so long. With each PowerPoint, you have accompanying professor videos as well. So you just click on that, which goes to my YouTube channel, and that's me explaining the PowerPoints and the biblical readings. So you have everything online basically in each of these modules, and I think you should be okay. Why is this little figure here? Huh. Anyway, let's see if it opens now, just so I can give you an idea of what it looks like. Not sure what alternative format is, but let's see. I'm going to try to open it. For some reason it's not opening, but I think it should be fine when you go in there. It's essentially an outline of the chapter. Then you have a couple of discussions. You have a biblical history assignment here. Watch the following 8-minute brief history of the Bible and answer these questions. So you just kind of work your way through the modules, okay? I'm going to go back to the syllabus right now. And you notice that if I have any announcements, that's going to be right there. Here's your modules tab. If you want to look at the syllabus on a different, area, you can. Here's the Zoom links in case you do set up an appointment. You don't need lockdown browser. Here are your grades. Here are the people in your class. Here's access to the library, and then these are your access to your book, to your textbook. Okay. So as we work our way through each week, I'll show you this is the classwork for that week. And then there's additional information regarding Columbia College's policies about different things. So here's the syllabus statement. Here is, if you're on campus, here's on-campus assistance for mental health or counseling. Here's the statement about disability services. Early alert, I may actually report you if you're not attending class or you haven't completed any assignments. I may actually report you to the dean. And then there's some emergency situations which shouldn't apply to our online class. Attendance. I take attendance by basically looking under the People tab and seeing how much you have accessed the class. Now, if you only accessed it, for half an hour over 2 or 3 weeks, that's not a good attendance policy. Okay, so I expect you to be logging in every 2 or 3 days, if not every other day, to make sure that you're getting all your assignments done. Credit hour definitions. This is how much work that you may need. I think we have enough work for you. Behavioral, that's only for classroom. Recording of class sessions, there really isn't a recording. I mean, unless you want to link people to my YouTube videos, but that's not very interesting. And then down here in the bottom, this is all the course summary of everything that's due. So you basically just need to keep up with the assignments, keep up with the work, etc. I'm going to just see if I can open it. Let's see. I opened it as a PDF. So here we go. So this would be the, I guess you might have to do that, click onto that, but I think it should be fine. So this is just a little summary, a PDF of basically that first chapter. I kind of summarize it into 14 slides. There's sometimes I will kind of give you a little message, skipping much of the literary word section. I'll let you know in the syllabus on the PowerPoints where I'm skipping sections on the books. I will say in the Howard textbook, skip pages X, Y, and Z. And then overview of the New Testament, central themes. So essentially, you should be good in terms of like the work. I will have professor videos. Here's the 3 for that first week. Here are the 3 PowerPoints. Here we go, 2 professor videos for the chapter 5 PowerPoint. Here's the test, here's the review sheet. So everything I think is pretty straightforward in the class. Once again, if you have any questions, please suggest 2 or 3 times for us to speak, and then we can Zoom. Otherwise, everything you really need is either on the syllabus here or in the modules tab. Once again, only communicate with me through the Canvas inbox, and secondly, the grade on Canvas is not your current grade, And then the last thing is, because this is an online class and there's a lot of information that happens very quickly, I expect your responses in terms of your discussions and your assignments and your tests to be thorough and well explained and in complete sentences with a subject, verb, and predicate. Remember, the only way that I can evaluate your work and what you're understanding is through the written word. This is not an in-person class where you can raise your hand and provide, additional information about what you may have written. The only way I can grade you, the only way I can evaluate you is through your written word. So, detailed examples, explain everything. There should be paragraphs and paragraphs on that test. There shouldn't just be like 2 or 3 sentences, because you're definitely not answering the question. And if your answers are shorter than the essay questions, that's not good either. So what I would do is I would take my time doing the assignments, doing the discussions, doing the test, and reread what you're writing. If you're Googling answers and cutting and pasting, I would say 99% of the time it doesn't even make sense in the context of the question. And I also know, and I can easily find out that you're cheating, and then I can't give you credit for work that's not yours. So I would, explain everything. Prove to me you understand the information. Prove to me you did the work, that you watched the videos, that you read the chapters, that you understand the PowerPoints. Prove to me in your written work that you are doing the work, and you should be fine. If you find yourself skipping all the reading, Googling answers, thinking that's fine, you're not going to do well, because I'm no dummy and I know when you're doing that. So just do the work. I think the central message here is do the work. It's a lot, but it's very interesting. And once again, always reach out to me via email, through Canvas, or for a Zoom call, and we can touch base that way. All right, have fun in the class. I look forward to reading about who you are in the Introduce Yourself discussions, and then reading your work throughout the semester. All right, thank you. Bye.